In this video, we are going to talk about what is meditation for anxiety. Before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future update. Meditation for anxiety. Anyone who has ever experienced anxiety understands how powerful it can be. An estimated 40 million persons in the United States suffer from anxiety disorders, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. 1 out of every 14 persons on the planet is affected. So, if we feel like we're the only one struggling with anxiety, and it can feel that way, be assured that we're not. We've all felt anxious at some point, whether it was butterflies in the stomach, sweaty palms, heart palpitations, tension headaches, an upset stomach, or chest tightness, all natural reactions to adrenaline. However, there is a distinction to be made between ordinary anxiety and clinical anxiety, feelings of anxiousness versus an anxiety disorder. When we're in a risky scenario or face a potential confrontation, our adrenal glands flare up, activating the fight or flight response, or when we're nervous about giving a speech, playing a must-win sports game, or walking down the aisle, for example. That's what anxiety is. When fear or concern persists, it becomes generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, which manifests as a sense of impending doom, persistent brooding, catastrophizing, and, in some cases, panic. On this scale, anxiety can be overwhelming, debilitating, and upsetting. Anxiety can, of course, be induced by stress, and there is a physiological overlap between the two. GAD is a diagnosable disorder that tends to last for long periods of time, whereas stress is a heightened emotional state that dissolves after a stressful incident is over. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, anxiety that becomes a disorder is defined by persistent and excessive worry, in which people lose their reasonable perspective and expect the worst even when there is no evident basis for concern. Managing anxiety through meditation. The first step in controlling anxiety is to understand it. We may gain a better understanding of triggering situations and how our anxiety operates by understanding its irregular character, which is where meditation comes in. Anxiety is a mental state characterized by an inability to control one's emotions. However, studies reveal that regular meditation practice rewires neural circuits in the brain, improving our ability to control emotions. We become comfortable with anxiety-inducing ideas and stories through meditation. We learn to notice them, sit with them for a while, and then let them go. We learn 2 essential lessons as a result: thoughts do not define us, and thoughts are not real. We can progressively transform our connection with anxiety with this new perspective, distinguishing between what is an irrational episode and what is true. Learning body awareness, which teaches us to pay attention to any bodily feelings we are experiencing in the moment, is another advantage of this ability. This approach is mentally scanning the body, inch by inch, to increase our awareness of what is happening physically. We sit with our senses in the same manner we sit with our thoughts as we explore these feelings. When fear starts to sneak in, this go-to approach can create a safe haven that can be visited again and again. Anxiety's effect on our body. Anxiety affects the autonomic nervous system, resulting in a surge in the release of adrenaline and cortisol, the stress hormones, in the same way as stress does. Too much epinephrine raises the danger of heart attacks and strokes, while too much cortisol has a variety of negative effects on human health, including raising blood sugar levels, weakening the immune system, and constricting blood vessels. When these hormones enter the bloodstream, the liver creates more glucose, which provides the energy needed to trigger our fight or flight response, resulting in an increase in blood pressure, heart rate, and cholesterol levels, all of which disturb our immune system, energy levels, and sleep. We meditate to reduce blood pressure, heart rate, and oxygen consumption as a result of the stress reaction. It also causes a more gradual alteration in the brain, which is where meditation really shines, generating a series of physiological changes that produce the stress-relieving relaxation response that can be detected in MRI imaging. The brain's response. The amygdala, 2 almond-sized nuclei deep within the limbic system of the brain, are essentially microscopic processing chips that manage our sensations, memories, decisions, and moods. This is where it all happens when it comes to how we react to life and express ourselves. Our emotional thermostat is the amygdala. The amygdala, like all thermostats, is vulnerable to certain influences, in this case, anxiety, and can range from a calm, sensible, level-headed state to an overreactive, anxiety-ridden condition. The amygdala's response becomes increasingly excessive and illogical as we experience more anxiety. As a result, we're unknowingly instructing the amygdala to lose its ability to regulate itself. Furthermore, the persistent anxiety's drip effect can modify the brain's structure and neuronal networks, a process known as neuroplasticity. The brain is reprogrammed by the events it is exposed to on a regular basis. Meditation, on the other hand, would have the opposite, more beneficial effect. The amygdala decreases in response to meditation practice, according to MRI scans. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that controls our awareness, thickens as the amygdala shrinks. We can improve our ability to manage anxiety by meditating. The more we practice this ability, the stronger our mental fortitude becomes. Types of anxiety disorders: excessive fear, an emotional response to a perceived or real threat, and/or anxiety, worrying about a future threat, are common features of anxiety disorders, which can have detrimental behavioral and emotional repercussions. There are numerous anxiety disorders that can be diagnosed. Generalized anxiety, worrying about things in everyday life. Social anxiety, worrying about being evaluated negatively in social situations. Separation anxiety, fear of separation from home or a loved one. Panic disorder, panic attacks that strike without warning in any number of situations. Obsessive compulsive disorder, an obsession or compulsion to repeat certain behaviors or rituals. We learn to recognize the triggering ideas through meditation and recognizing the trickster nature of anxiety and what it does to the mind. We can then concentrate on finding new strategies to go past these thinking habits and avoid falling into the trap again. Try 7 meditations for anxiety. Looking for more meditations to feel calmer and less worried? Managing anxiety. Cultivate a new perspective on fear. Bring yourself back. Use this exercise to create more mental space from worrying about things that haven't happened yet. Reframing anxiety workout. Find a place of stillness by slowly releasing tension, one muscle at a time. Worry advice. What do we do when anxiety arises during meditation? Awake worrying nighttime. Ease your mind by practicing the loving-kindness technique toward yourself and your loved ones. Mental chatter nighttime. Create the space for the mind to gently come to rest with this nighttime meditation. Deep breaths workout. A restorative class with extra attention on the breath, great for getting you back to a more centered, calm mind. Meditation is one of many treatments available to help people manage, or learn to cope with, anxiety in a new way, effectively changing their relationship with anxiety and how they perceive it. Meditation isn't a quick treatment, it's more of a long-term plan. Always consult a healthcare provider if you have severe anxiety or have been diagnosed with an anxiety condition to go over your alternatives and figure out how to incorporate meditation into your overall treatment plan. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, so kindly subscribe to this channel, click the bell icon for more updates.